Hello, everybody, and welcome back to James's House of Rock. Today I'm here with the wonderful band Primal Tribe.
Hey.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. So we might as well just hop straight into the interview, because why waste time? How did you guys form?
Well, it kind of started like a while ago. I started learning guitar, and we kind of just like started playing together. I started with my drummer, which is not here right now. He was playing guitar as well, and we started jamming together.
Okay.
And then one day, I met him, the bass. It was the first time I've ever seen a bass. Like, I swear to God, I didn't even know what a bass was.
Yeah, we jammed at Devin's house, right?
Yeah, jammed at Devin's
at the
house.
guitarist's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I had like this pedal that I used like for my guitar, and I let him use it on the bass, and we jammed like in this dark basement for like probably over an hour.
There you go. I mean, as any good band should start, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
From that? Yeah.
And then more recently we got Stevie right here.
Yeah, I joined the band maybe about 2 years ago after they'd already been going for a little while. A couple of lineup changes, but here we are.
Yeah.
So yeah, how long have you guys been going?
Probably, I think I looked the other day, about like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Since we like first started, and we made like a lot of progress since then. Like we were kind of just jamming, like didn't really have any direction for probably like a couple years, and then we started like writing songs.
Makes sense.
And
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying like 2016, right? Is that what we decided to
think
go
so,
for?
yeah, about 2016.
Okay. Which, doesn't feel like 4 years ago, or it's actually almost 5 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which, disgusting. Anyway,
Right.
Where did the name Primal Tribe come from? Was that the original name for the band, or did it evolve to that?
It kind of has always been like the original name.
kind of, yeah.
I think me and John were, for the night of our senior prom, we went camping with a couple of our buddies.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we just kind of embodied like the primalness of it, and Primal Tribe was born.
That's a perfect origin.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that.
It is,
yeah.
That's awesome.
The only word in our minds that night was primal.
Yeah, we couldn't get away from that, so yeah, we decided to roll with it.
We probably said it over 100 times in that one.
And that's how it sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it stuck.
we go by other names as well too, though. Besides for Primal Tribe, it's more for like a joke, but you know what I mean. We'll go by plenty of other names when we're live, like as well as Primal Tribe.
Yeah. I mean, I know a couple of bands that have done that.
Yeah.
I know like a lot of people, or a lot of bands will perform like secret shows.
Yeah.
Under different names,
Exactly,
like
yeah.
famously Hollywood Roses, which is Guns N' Roses' like secret name that they used to play other shows under, or even I think Blink-182 was like the Duct Tape Men or something along those
awesome.
lines.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So what are some of your goals as a band? Like where are you hoping to be?
So right now we've been trying to record, and we're trying to record an album. We have one song done as of right now, and we kind of like for like the longest time we didn't have any equipment to record really.
Yeah.
So over time we've been getting all the equipment. We've been recording it like in my basement, and I'm learning how to mix and master and stuff too. So I've been learning a lot of that, which is very tough.
So you guys
but-
are completely self-producing everything?
Yeah.
Pretty much right at this moment,
some
yeah.
help.
Okay.
Like I'm trying to get some help from some of my friends too,
Nice.
and and also we're trying to get a lot of shows. Like once we get like an album out, like so we just want to like push ourselves out there, you know.
Yeah,
full-
make ourselves known, you know.
Yeah, a full tour.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta do a full
Yeah,
tour.
definitely.
album
That's
release
the
for
real
sure.
goal. Yeah, go on a tour.
So this one you guys can answer individually. You can start with whoever wants to talk first. How did you guys get into music?
I'll start. So, I pretty much honestly I started with I heard Metallica. I heard I'm pretty sure Injustice for All album.
Okay.
My dad had it on in his car, and I was like, "What is this? Like, this is great." And
one.
I heard like Kirk Hammett doing his like guitar solos, and I was like, "I want to be able to do that." I still can't quite do that, but
You'll get there.
that yeah. And then like Stevie Ray Vaughan, like I kind of moved on to like liking his music, and pretty much just hearing all these guitarists and just wanting to be pretty much as good as them.
Yeah, that's very good influences to start with.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. So Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got into music like from a pretty young age. I used to be in a band with a couple of my buddies back in like 2010, 2013 called the XYZ Project.
The XYZ. Okay, did it ever go anywhere?
No, God, no. Like I said, we were like 12, 13 years old at the time. But I started playing bass over there. And then I took a break for a little while, and then I joined up with Primal Tribe.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, for me, I think like the earliest that I probably wanted to like start playing was when I was I think it was like in middle school. I got like the Beatles' Love album, which is like one of their greatest hits, and I got like a Black Sabbath album. I think it was Masters of Reality.
Okay.
And
What
and,
what a duo.
that's a black and white
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
those were like my two like favorite like albums at the time, and like it just like made me want to play music, like in like all sorts
Yeah.
of music. You know what I mean? I mean, like there's like a ton of other like other shit that like happened when it came to it, but I think it was that, and then like John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin, like
Okay.
that was like someone who like made me want to like play bass and stuff like that.
I love
And,
the complete all over the place. Of
Yeah,
inspirations.
it's I mean, I'm a music guy, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I love all sorts of music,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's no like one area where it comes from. It's like everywhere, you know what I mean? It's like music is just great.
which
so.
is usually the way to do it.
Yeah, exactly, you know?
If
Yeah.
Devin was here, he'd have like a totally different answer too. Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
totally different bands
Right.
and influences and stuff.
Sometimes that's good though when it comes to like forming a band, because if you all were on the same like influence track, the music would probably sound very boring.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have any like new ideas to throw into it. It would just be stale if you all were on the same page. So it's
Yeah.
good to have a whole bunch of influences in one place. So this can be like, it can start with what you guys do in the specific band, but just in general, what instruments do you guys play?
I do lead vocals for
Yeah.
Primal Tribe.
Awesome. Do you play anything else? I think
I
heard you
used to play bass, but
Yeah.
not so much these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I play bass, sometimes guitar for a few songs, and like some backup vocals as well.
Nice.
And I play guitar, and then me and him, we switch off guitar and bass sometimes just for trying different sounds and stuff. We try to be like very like versatile and try new things. And harmonica, and we both sing in some songs, and yeah, we have a lot of fun doing it.
Oh,
We
yeah.
also have a fourth member who couldn't make it today, Devin.
Yeah.
He's our drummer.
Drummer. Awesome. Yeah. Which do you guys prefer if you swap out? Like, do you prefer to play bass, play guitar? I know guitar's where you started, but
Yeah.
like, which one do you have the most fun with?
Guitar, definitely. I love to play bass though, because it's like a little bit like out of like my comfort zone with like with guitar I'm like just trying to shred and like do some crazy stuff, and then on bass I'm like trying to make sure I like hold it down, but also
that.
try to do crazy stuff on bass.
Well, yeah, because
but-
you need like extreme finger strength for bass, right? Depending on
Yeah.
what type of
Yeah,
bass you're playing.
It's
Yeah.
definitely it's easier to like switch over between them, but yeah, it's definitely different beast like with
Yeah.
overall feel.
So I know you guys said you only had like one song fully done so far, but what's been one of your favorite songs to record so far? Like,
That's a good question.
Yeah, that one's Unkind, the one we have done. That one, we tried a bunch of different techniques. That one, and we're doing Octopus right now, which it like changes like the tempo at the end of the song. So
Okay.
I had to figure out like how to get like we recently started trying to play like with the metronome like
yeah.
while recording. So
Okay.
I had to figure out like on like the
Yeah.
DAW how to get it to switch like at the end of the song and all that. So yeah, I mean Octopus probably. I've been having fun trying to
Yeah.
record that.
Yeah, plus
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I
we've
just
had-
listened to the live recording of it.
Yeah.
From your recent show at Porch Fest there. Yeah. So what have been some of your biggest challenges while recording? Like, I know you mentioned that you just had a lack of equipment for a while, but like as
Yeah.
of late, what would be your biggest challenge?
I would say kind of just making sure we're like 100% on time and just being like really tight, because I'll try to be like a little hard on us with
Yeah.
some of that, because I'll be like, there's this that's like not perfect. So just pretty much trying to get everything like perfect. So but we practice like once a week and try to record.
You kind of need that like critical eye too if you're gonna like make something that you're proud of,
I mean, yeah, one of you like has to be the perfectionist at some
Right.
point.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
or nothing would be I'm
Like,
not
yeah,
saying
that's good,
nothing
just
would be
send it,
yeah.
like-
Yeah, but I know even personally as an artist, I know if I didn't have any kind of perfectionist attitude, it would just be like, yeah, that's fine, that's
Yeah.
good enough, just print
Literally,
it, call
yeah.
it a day.
Yeah, we want to have something that's enjoyable, like very enjoyable to listen to.
Yeah. What have been some of your favorite experiences as a band so far? Like, you've been now 4 or 5 years, probably played a couple of shows, recorded a couple of things. What's some of the crazy antics that have happened? Like, what's some of your favorites?
Definitely for me, when I was in that other band I mentioned, we didn't play a
Yeah.
whole lot of shows, so playing shows is a brand new experience for me. I love getting up there. I love talking to the crowd and everything like that. It's just such a blast.
Nice. Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
you, John?
I mean, yeah, I mean, all the shows like that we've had, we played at a place in Lowell. That was like one of my favorite shows.
Okay, was it Uncharted?
Not Uncharted.
Or,
It was like it was more of like a house show, like at UMass, like called.
Okay.
It's The Tip. I don't know if you know of it.
The Tip sounds familiar.
Yeah. But yeah, just like some like crazy shit, happening, and it's all, it's all fun. You know what I mean? It's we've had plenty of shows where like the feeling after it is just really good.
Yeah.
That's really like the main thing. Like that's what I like to chase is like the feeling of like playing something good and like having people really liking
The
it.
rush of the crowd and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Playing live for all of us seems like it's our most enjoyable time because we can just kind of like be ourselves and put it out there. And I mean, like when I play like guitar, like I'll do like I won't have like a certain solo for like all songs, so I kind of just like improvise.
Yeah.
And we all have a lot of fun doing that. And yeah, watching him talk to the crowd between songs is very fun.
Who doesn't like acting like a rock star?
I mean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like, I absolutely love doing it. The only problem I ever had was getting over like the initial nervousness to do something like that.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
once
yeah.
you were fine, no, I understand.
Yeah, for sure. That's the tough part before the show
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you're trying to mentally prepare yourself for it.
Oh yeah. What kind of what's been your favorite venues to play at? What's been your least favorite? Like throughout the many shows, I'm sure you've seen good venues, bad venues. Like
Yeah, we've had like we've only had like 2 shows since after
Since I've
coronavirus.
joined,
yeah.
And
Big
since Steve
Yeah.
joined. And honestly, we played Porch Fest like a week or 2 ago, and that one was really fun. It was like in front of someone's house.
Yeah.
and,
There you
like,
go.
There's people walking around. There was like saw some people walking and like jamming out. And the Tip also, like he mentioned earlier, like in the basement, it was like crowded basement.
Really like low
And low.
ceilings.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, really low ceilings.
Kind of like Middle East vibes, just
Yeah, very
lower the ceiling.
Yeah.
really low. Yeah, and people are like moshing down there and stuff. And like our
must
music's
have
not
been interesting.
100% like mosh. Like I mean,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
of it
yeah.
is, and then some of it like
Yeah.
isn't as much. Like people are moshing to Octopus, the song you heard on.
Yeah,
so that was kind of
interesting. Okay.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned it in one of the last podcast episodes for this show that I recorded. Like, people will find a way to mosh,
Yeah,
People
no
always
matter
find
what.
a way.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter what. There was a mosh pit at Green Day
yeah,
when I went to go see them. So people will find a way to mosh. There's no doubt about
Yeah.
that.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Not a bad point. I said not a bad point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
they'll definitely be doing
why
that.
go to a show if you can't, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have fun doing it when
Yeah.
I'm at the show. So
So when do you guys expect the album to be even like starting to hit singles and stuff like that?
hopefully, I'm hoping really by like the end of the year is like the goal. But yeah, like the main thing is just getting like all the songs recorded.
Yeah. How
Like-
many tracks are you looking for the album?
I think it's 4, right?
Well, yeah, we're gonna start with 4 for like
Okay.
a little EP,
Yeah.
and eventually, I mean, we could probably have like 11 to 14, like for like
Okay.
one first album.
Yeah,
We have like
yeah.
a lot of songs that we like play, and some of them we don't play as much, and a lot of new ones too. So we're like
Yeah.
constantly like trying to record
Yeah, and with
while
coronavirus
working on
and
new
everything
songs.
too, we've been like adding a lot to the catalog.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because now you got nothing to do but sit around and record.
Yeah,
Like, why not
exactly,
release
yeah.
an 18-track album, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So beyond the album, do you guys have anything else planned for the band? Any more shows scheduled already, or
We're
obviously
trying
you've got
real
here
hard
on
to
the
play
appearance.
a battle of the bands if we can find one.
Okay.
I don't know if that's still like a thing that happens, but
Yeah, I don't know if it's started happening again. But I
Yeah.
used to attend them pretty frequently, so I'm sure
Yeah,
you can
that's
find ones
somewhere.
around here.
That's a goal for us. We don't have any shows planned as of right now, but I was thinking like when we get like some of our songs like more recorded too, and like just it's gonna be a lot easier to find shows because I can just show.
Yeah,
I
you can
send them
actually
a
give them
track.
like a demo tape or something,
Yeah.
rather than just a dude trust me kind of idea.
Yeah, yeah, because a lot of people like to see like what you got and stuff, like whether it's like a video or like a track.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
mean that's good that we have at least one like ready for now.
Yeah. So where can people find you? I know you like Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah, Instagram.
Facebook.
Yeah.
We had Instagram, Primal Tribe 9, one word.
Okay.
Facebook, I think it's just Primal Tribe on Facebook. And yeah, we do have some clips on YouTube as well.
Great.
Just under Primal Tribe, I'm pretty sure.
So for all the viewers, any of the links to their social medias or anywhere else you can find them will be on the More Information tab, as it always is on our website. So thank you guys very much. It was a pleasure having you on.
It was a
Thank
pleasure
you.
being here,
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah. For this episode, we'll be skipping game time, unfortunately. It's been a bit of a hectic
damn.
filming schedule for us over here in the studio, and we haven't gotten a chance to set it up. But I promise Primal Tribe will get their chance to get into the leaderboard in a future episode. I'm going to make sure you guys get to come back. But for right now, we're going to go to our artist spotlight, which for this episode is going to be the red jumpsuit apparatus. See you back here in a second. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this episode's Artist Spotlight. Today's episode is going to be on the hard rock band Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. Formed in Florida in 2003, members are currently Ronnie Winter, Joey Westwood, Josh Burke, and John Epsey. The name comes from the members of the band voting for random words, which were put up on a wall. The band started with creating an EP that caught the attention through MySpace of Virgin Records, which they would go on to sign with. At the time of this writing, they have since released 5 albums, which include the Gold Certified and the one everybody knows, Don't You Fake It, which includes the most well-known single, Face Down, and their only big single other than Your Guardian Angel. And as of late, they are currently still touring their album, The Awakening. Thank you so much for listening. We're going to go back to James in the main segment. Well, I hope you guys learned a little bit more, and we're going to actually jump right back to another segment, the Album Review Corner, which this week will be the brand new Newfound Glory album, Forever and Ever X Xfinity. See you guys in just a second. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Album Review Corner. Today we'll be covering Newfound Glory's Forever and Ever X Xfinity. Now, the album came out last year in July. However, a deluxe edition just released in September. And honestly, Newfound Glory is a band to me that has a lot of hits and a lot of misses. I'm a very, very big fan of Sticks and Stones, of course, the one album that they're most well known for. However, I also like Catalyst and Nothing Gold Can Stay. But they do have definitely some albums that don't fit very well. I will say, though, Forever and Ever X Xfinity is really, really good. I really like a lot of, like, there's a lot of big intros to each song, and, like, it just feels like that classic 90s and early 2000s pop punk that I feel like Newfound Glory strayed away from a couple of times. I mean, most pop punk bands have. But like this is even better than their last album, Makes Me Sick, which I actually really enjoyed as well. But this is definitely a Newfound Glory album that I will want to pick up, which is something that you don't hear me say very often. So I definitely suggest that you check it out. And thank you guys so much for listening. We're going to go back to James in the main segment. Thank you. Well, that's about all the time we have left for today's episode. Thank you so much, Steve, John, and Joe of Primal Tribe.
Well, thank you
Happy
again for
guys
having
are
us.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
We'll see you guys back in a bit to play our game time in
Yeah.
a future episode, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Hopefully I have a drummer too.
Yeah, and hopefully Devin can come as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of James House of Rock. Any information that was talked about in Album Review Corner, Artist Spotlight, or here on the interview will be in the More Information tab on our website at jameshouseofrock.weebly.com. Check us out on Instagram at James House of Rock. And then check out the companion podcast, JHR Backstage, available on Spotify now. Thank you very much. See you next week.